Light, fluffy, beautifully jiggy and melts in your mouth. Let's make the perfect Japanese souffle pancakes that your family and everyone around you would prefer for breakfast. Add this to your breakfast menu and thank me later. You know how it is over here, guys. As usual, let's cook up a storm. Hi beautiful people, you're welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making the fluffiest Japanese pancakes, and in this bowl I have my sugar and my baking powder. Okay, so I have 2 tablespoons of sugar and half tablespoon of baking powder. Every of the ingredients listed here will be in the description box, so if you miss any, do well to visit the description box. I have 2 eggs, and I also would be using 1/4 cup of flour. 1/4 cup of flour already measured in the cup. Okay, so you would also be needing your liquid milk, and we are just going to be using 4 tablespoons of liquid milk. And we also need our milk flavor. You know, this is a combination of 2 flavors. I always use this for baking. In there we have our milk flavor, that is super milk flavor, and cream vanilla flavor. And here I have my whisk and my spatula. Guys, you need a whisk for this recipe. Okay, you can replace your spatula with a spoon, but for the whisk you really do need a whisk. Okay, so guys, without wasting much of your time, without so much ado, we are going to get started into making the fluffiest pancakes in the whole world. Guys, if you've not tried this recipe, you want to do it immediately after watching this video. I emphasize, do it immediately after watching this video. You can see that you don't need to break an arm or a leg in order to do this. Okay, these are regular and basic ingredients that you can find lying in your kitchen, right? So if you're wondering, the flavor can be optional. Okay, you can skip it, you can skip the flavor, it's optional. So now the first thing you want to do is to separate your egg white and your egg yolk. Guys, pay attention to how I am doing this, because this is the easiest way to separate your egg yolk from your egg white without making a mess or using any equipment. You know, I see some people using equipment to do this. Fair enough, but for those that are just beginning, and you know, for a stay-home mom that doesn't have equipment, this is the best way to, you know, separate your egg white from your egg yolk. Now I'm just going to take that one more time so that you can understand what I am doing. Now you want to get your egg and crack it open right at the tip. Okay, you just want to make a little hole at the tip of your egg shell. Okay, break it open just like this. Okay, and then turn it, and you will see the egg white would come out first. Now if your egg yolk intends to come out or tries to come out, just kindly like raise up the eggshell. You know, it will go right in, and then you try it again, the white will continue flowing out. It's very easy. Then when you feel that the white has finished, use your hand to bring out the egg yolk and drop it. Chicken, that's as simple as that, guys. So at this point I have separated the 2 egg whites from the egg yolk, and this is what we have. Now right about now I'm going to be, you know, introducing the milk. Okay, so you want to add 4 tablespoons of milk into your egg yolk. Okay, you can see me introducing my spoons of milk into the egg yolk. You can use any brand of milk of your choice. Okay, there is no specification as to what brand of milk to use. Do what works for you, right? Now also I would want you to note, for some people that are asking, what if I have powdered milk? It works. Okay, so just melt in your powdered milk with some water and take out 4 tablespoons from that, and it will work perfectly. Now Now into that, I'm going to be adding my flavor, and I'll be using just 3 drops. And like I said, this is completely optional. It is completely optional. You can do without it. Yeah. So guys, you just need 2 different plates for this. The first plate, just do what I'm doing, and the second plate, we are going to be introducing some sugar into the egg whites. So that is that. So for this one, we've mixed in our egg yolk, our flavor, and our milk into this bowl, and you just want to get a whisk and give that a quick mix. Okay, immediately after giving it a mix, what you want to do next is to start introducing your flour. And for this flour, you want to introduce it bit by bit. Okay, bit by bit, just as I am doing in this video. Guys, this is a very, very simple breakfast to whip up. Okay, forget that this video is almost 28 minutes or so, but in reality, this is because I'm teaching, right? So I just want to be as detailed as possible. If you're new here, you're welcome. But if you're an old subscriber, you would know that one of our priorities is to give details to our videos so that just about anyone can recreate it. I want you to recreate these recipes. I don't just want you to watch and leave. Okay, your children are going to love this. It's perfect for adults. You know, I want you to recreate my recipes, and that's why I am very, very detailed. Okay, so immediately after adding your flour, the next thing to go in would be your baking powder. Okay, would be your baking powder. So I'm just going to scoop that into the flour mixture. Okay, so this is Japanese souffle pancakes. I know that the regular pancake that you might have been making at home, you don't use baking powder, but for the souffle pancakes, please ensure you use baking powder, because this aids it also to rise. Apart from that, the egg yolk, all right, the meringue would also enable it to rise, but you want to use baking powder. Please do not skip it. Okay, now you want to give this a quick mix. Okay, you can see that there are no lumps whatsoever. Once you've achieved this, then you are right halfway on your way to glory. Okay, so if you've watched this video to this point and you have any question whatsoever, do well to drop it on the comment section. I will be right there to answer your question. It's one of our cultures to answer your questions. Okay, as soon as I see your question, I answer your question. I don't skip anybody's question, especially, you know, those asking questions pertaining to the video. Now immediately after doing that, you want to set this mixture aside, wash your whisk, and then let's work on the egg white. For the egg white, you want to start by beating it until it foams. Okay, so just be patient and keep watching the video. You would definitely understand, and you will see that recreating this recipe would be very, very easy. You know, some people record a lot of fail in making Japanese souffle pancakes, but if you follow exactly the techniques I am teaching you in this video, you would never ever record a fail in making your Japanese souffle pancakes at home. Guys, if you learn this, your breakfast is going to be, you know, taken to another realm. Like, you are going to be having English breakfast just about every morning. Okay, now once you've gotten that white foam on top of your egg white, just like this, you want to start adding your sugar bit by bit. Remember, the quantity of sugar we are using is just 2 tablespoons. These pancakes are not, it is not too sweet. Okay, adults can eat it, children can eat it, you know, just about anyone can eat and enjoy it, because it's so fluffy, it's so nice, and you can incorporate it to your breakfast options. Enough of eating bread, man. Eat pancakes. You're gonna love it, sincerely. Okay, you can see the happiness in my voice teaching you this. Okay, and I really, 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 really want you to incorporate this into your breakfast menu. Now you want to beat your egg with your energy. Mommy Amina, do this. Mommy Nenda, you have to do this, okay? Mommy Divine, do this. Beat it. Beat it like your life depends on it, okay? So the aim of using this whisk is to teach you that without your mixer you can make your Japanese souffle pancakes, and you don't even have to buy a mixer, okay? Because I know that some people just, see videos and they want to try it out, but because of the complications of, equipment that the creator use, you are discouraged. I don't want you to be discouraged. I want you to enjoy this life, okay? I want my recipes to be recreatable, so this is one of the ways I want you to recreate it, by using equipment that you can find in your kitchen. This is just a normal hand whisk, but a quick disclaimer though, is going to take a longer time than using than using an electric mixer, yeah, or a hand mixer. It's going to take a longer time. That's normal, but it's completely doable. Like, you can see that the is already foaming very, very well, okay? This shows that I have incorporated a lot of air into this mixture already, but I've not gotten there. You can see when I raise my whisk up, the consistency is still light, like it's still dropping, it's still liquid in form, if I should use that word. Yeah, it's still liquid in form, but we want to get a soft peak. You can see when I raise my my whisk up, is dropping, like it's very light, it's liquid. So beat it, mommy Nkechi, beat it. Yeah, Sikirat. Do this. At this point, my hand started paining me, but I said I would do this, and I will show you guys that it is doable. You don't need to rob a bank, you don't need to break an arm and a leg. And if you can see this video, I didn't put any speed, I didn't put any effects, I didn't just want to zoom out and zoom in and it's all done. I really want you to see that there is no magic here. I didn't use mixer in the background and then introduce this whisk and tell you that it is what I used. No, I did this with my hands, okay? And ideally this can take less time, okay, if you use an electric mixer, and it will take less time. But if you don't have that, you can still enjoy your Japanese souffle pancakes from the comfort of your home and kitchen, okay? So you can see right about now the peak is forming, but it is still dropping. So we are just a little more time ahead from where we are going to. So just be consistent and keep doing this. And another tip, while you're using when you're making this manually, you want to be very consistent in your mixing, okay? The way that when you're using your electric mixer, you just go vrrr, that's what you also want to do here. You don't want to beat and stop. It will take you a longer time to get where you're going to, okay? But when you consistently, you can see in this video, like I said, I did not use any, I didn't stop and start the video again. This is just exactly time playing, okay? This is exactly how it was, okay? So you can see that I didn't even take a break to rest, and in less than 10-15 minutes this was done, okay? This was done. So once you start, you want to keep it going, okay? Keep it going, guys. So I want to know where you're watching this video from. I'm in Nigeria and I'm making Japanese souffle pancakes. So is there any Japanese watching? Can you drop it in the comment section? Where are you watching from? I want to engage with you, and also do well to join my live when I go live. So at this point, we've gotten to where we are going to. You can see how stiff this peak is, okay? So this is what you want your meringue to look like. Very, very stiff. You can see it's not liquid, it's not dropping again, it's now very stiff. Now this is where we are going to, and at this point, what you want to do is to scoop a little bit of your meringue into your flour mixture, and fold in just like I am doing in this video. Okay, don't over mix it. One thing with Japanese souffle pancakes, another tip you want to take home is make sure you do not over mix. Okay, do not over mix. Once you've gotten the meringue and introduced it to this mixture, please just fold in, fold in, fold in. I repeat, fold in. Do not over mix. Do not over mix. Okay, because once you over mix, it will be it won't give you that souffle, that souffle feel, that's very fluffy and jiggy feel. Okay, now you want to fold in, fold in, fold in until you get a lighter consistency that you can just pour into the meringue. Okay, so just follow everything, every tip that I have taught you in this video. I promise you that every and any time you attempt to make your Japanese souffle pancakes, it is going to come out yummy. It is going to come out super nice. And another thing, well, that tip will be coming later. Okay, so you want to watch this video to the very end in order to get the next tip I am about to tell you. Okay, so right about now we are just going to pour in the flour mixture into the meringue. Okay, so you can see what I am doing. It is very easy to put together. There is no rocket science here, and believe you me, your children are so going to love this. You can even introduce it into their lunch pack. Okay, their school packs. Introduce it for them. They are going to love it. Sincerely, they are going to love it. It's very children friendly. You as an adult, introduce it to your breakfast menu. Everyone is going to love it and come back for more. Super easy to fix and deliciously delicious, guys. So if you've watched this video to this point and you have any question, drop it in the comment section. Like I promised, I am going to answer all your questions. And if you haven't watched my yogurt videos, you are shooting yourself in the leg, because if you combine that yogurt and this pancake, nice, it is so super sweet. You're going to love it. Sincerely, it is super nice. It's a very nice combo. Okay, so you can see me folding in. Please, at this, don't over mix. Don't over mix. Do not over mix your souffle pancakes. If not, you'll cry. It's not going to come out nice. It won't form well. Okay, so just fold in. You want to maintain that light fluffy meringue consistency for your souffle pancakes, because that is what gives it the fluff and also the jigginess. Okay, so that is exactly what you want to do. Fold in, fold in, fold in, and do not over mix. Do not over mix. Gently fold in, do not over mix. Gently fold in, do not over mix. Now I am just giving this a quick taste to check the balance taste of the sugar, and every other thing. But this is so perfect. Follow the exact recipe that I gave you and you would get this. It is so nice. Now the next tip that you want to note is that you must fry on low heat. You can see me turning down my heat. You must fry on low heat. Tip again that you want to note is that you must use a non-stick pan. Please do not use an ordinary frying pan. It will end in premium tears. It is going to end in premium tears. Make sure you use a non-stick pan, and also make sure that you are frying on low heat. The next tip will be coming in few seconds. I'm just trying to unfold the tips as we go, right? So first things first, you want to introduce a little oil. You don't need too much oil. This pancake recipe is so healthy. I love it. I so love it. So you can use coconut oil, olive oil, whatever oil you have available, you just use it. Okay, So once you just get in your oil, brush it across the pan and then introduce your pancake batter. Oh my goodness, guys, are you seeing the consistency of this batter? It is super fluffy. Now, fun fact, this batter rises, and I will show you how to make it rise. Now, immediately after adding your batter into your non-stick pan, you want to use a little cup or a spoon and introduce little drops of water here and there into your pan. Guys, this is how to fry your Japanese souffle pancakes to perfection. Now, fun fact, these pancakes actually cook with steam, not with oil. The oil helps it fry, no doubt, but the steam actually helps it cook, because it is the steam that is trapped into the pot, the covered pot or pan, whichever one you're using. It is that steam that actually enables your pancake to rise. Okay, now for the jiggle part, you want to allow it to rise a bit, and when it has firmed up a little bit, you want to scoop another portion of your batter onto the one that you've already scooped. Introduce a little bit of drops of water here and there, and also cover your pan and allow it to steam cook for another 3 minutes, you know, depending on how low your heat is, but just allow it to cook through, guys. Allow it to cook through. Now, if you've watched my shots of this Japanese souffle pancakes, you will hear me say fry to perfection. This is the way to fry your Japanese souffle pancakes to perfection. You can see the steam here and there on the cover of the pot, and I love the fact that I'm using a transparent glass cover, because it allows me to see when my pancakes are, you know, ready to be flipped. Okay, when they are ready. So I advise, if you can get a transparent cover just like mine, it would enable you to work with you know, discretion. Yeah, so I'm just pointing at the steam so that you can see how much steam that has been, you know, trapped into this pancakes, and it is cooking exactly with the steam. Now at this point, you can see that the pancakes has firmed up nice and clean, and I'm just going to flip this over. Guys, if you flip your Japanese souffle pancakes over and it comes off just like this, then clap for yourself, because you've just made the Japanese souffle pancakes. You know, I see some videos, and when some people attempt to flip theirs, it will break and scatter. That is because they've not followed the technique. There is a technique to cooking, and there is a technique to cooking special delicacies. Okay, and this Japanese souffle pancake is one of those pastries that you want to be very discreet in making. One is the recipe, two is the technique, and you must be intentional to get the perfect Japanese souffle pancakes, just like the one we are making right here in this video. Now give that about 3 to 4 minutes, and guys, your Japanese souffle pancakes is ready to be devoured. Can you see how fluffy this pancake is? Now tell me that you don't want to make this for your family. If you've watched this video to this point, kindly like, subscribe, share, you know, share this video so that someone else can also benefit from this goodness, because you don't want to have this recipe all to yourself. Imagine if I kept this to myself. How will you feel? Mommy Angela, how will you feel? How will you feel that I'm enjoying this goodness all alone? Me, myself, my family, my kids. You're not going to feel right, okay? So I want you to share this video so that another mommy elsewhere, another auntie elsewhere, another daddy elsewhere, you know, would benefit from this yummy goodness. This is so delicious. It's so nice. Oh, and nice. Oh, excellent. So sweet. Oh, whenever I make souffle pancakes, I get excited because I know I am in for the most fluffiest, breakfast treats that I can give to myself and my family. So you can see, just repeat the process until you've exhausted your batter. And for this batch, if you're asking, this exact recipe gave me about 6 sizes of this exact pancakes that I made. 6 of this. Okay, I made 2 per time and I did this 3 times, so it gave me about 6 Japanese souffle pancakes. Guys, just look at the fluff. This is so fluffy. It was so good. It was super good that I just want everyone to try it. And if you must know, this recipe was inspired by my teacher here, Dabasi. This is one of the recipes. It is one of the over 100 recipes I learned during my time with her. Her home to pro class. So this is one of the record-breaking recipes that I learned from Hilda Bassi, and you can see I am pouring out my heart to you, expressing myself, telling you the techniques, giving you the recipes, and just about every and anything you need to make the perfect Japanese souffle pancakes for yourself and your family. Are you going to try this? If you are, drop it in the comment section. If you have any questions whatsoever, drop it in the comment section. I am going to attend to all your questions. Okay, I really want you to try this. Please, I beg you. Try this recipe. It's so nice. It's so good. It's so good. Everyone will love it. The first time I saw it, I never ever thought I was going to ditch my Nigerian pancakes for this pancake, but after trying it, it was healthier. I didn't have to use a lot of oil. It was so nice. It was just nice that I loved it, and I thought I should put it out there, and especially the recipe coming from someone that I really respect so much. I decided to put it out here. Yeah, so if you love good things, you will try this one. So drop it in the comment section. Do you like good things? Would you try this recipe? How would you want me to elevate any other recipe? Is there any recipe that you have in mind, probably you want to learn, and you're not getting the details out there? Drop it in the comment section. I'm going to do a detailed video on it. Okay, be it food, snacks, pastries, whatever. Anna's Touch is here for you. Chef Anna would do it for you. Now, this is the end product. Can you see how jiggly these pancakes are? They were so soft. They were so fluffy. In fact, soft is an understatement because it melts regularly into your mouth. You can have this with tea, you can have it with coffee, you can have it with ice cream as a dessert. If you don't want to use for breakfast, you can have it with ice cream during snack time, as a dessert. You can literally explore. You can even eat it on its own with water and it would be just fine. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Kindly like, subscribe, share. Bye.